Great, and we will get started. It's 1:30, so we'll get started. So, as I said, just your mat and yourself, a little bit of water if you need it. So we're actually going to start standing tonight. So just be really mindful to have even pressure on both feet, and just think of your posture. So feet will be about hip distance apart. Soften the knees for me. Keep them lengthening through the crown of the head, as at the same time you're relaxing the shoulders. The hands are down by your side. Your eye gaze is straight ahead. And just take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale out through open mouth, just pull your belly button back towards your spine a little bit. You're going to feel that engagement in the core. Good, just relaxing the body, deep breath in through the nose. And then as I exhale, just pull the belly button back towards the spine. Just to activate the core, just become aware of your body. How's your body feeling today? Stay nice and grounded into the floor. 2 more breaths, inhaling through the nose. Good, nice exhale. As I relax my shoulders, I just draw my belly button in. Back core set, cinching around your waist. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Good, 1 more breath through the nose. And then exhaling. Good, on the next breath, inhale through the nose. Then as you exhale, have that nice rock to your center. Keep the core nice and engaged. We're just going to warm up the glutes by coming into a squat all the way down. As I come up, you're going to kick your leg out to the side and squat down, kick. Squat, kick. Good. You can hold the hands in the center if you find your balance is a little bit off. So you can keep the hands stable in the center as we squat down, drawing the belly button in. But you're keeping that nice long spine. So don't curl into that back knee. Keep a nice straight neutral spine as we kick out to the side. So just warming up, just kick. And if you have the balance, you can add in the hands, just taking them out in front and kick to the side. Inhale, exhale, kick. It's just warming up the glutes. Sitting the bum back into that nice squat position as we drop. Inhale, exhale, lengthening. Kick the leg out to the side. Just warming up through our glutes, I should say. Quads. Go drop. If you're balanced, if you find you're losing your balance, you're falling all over the place, keep the hands nice and center and kick. Take your time. Don't feel like you have to go at my pace. But whatever pace suits you today. Good. And I will be shouting kind of level 1, level 2. Don't feel like you have to go to level 2. If you're with me from the start, go whatever feels good. Sitting down, drop and kick. Last 4. 3, 2, squat, kick 1. Come back to center, feet hip distance, sitting down into our nice squat. Holding it here, lengthen out to the front of the head. Take the hands in front, relax the shoulders, and then just roll up onto the tiptoes, drop the heels. So my pelvis is staying really still here. Good, and again, a lot of balance. Rolling up onto the toes, tap the heels down, lift and lower. The pelvis is nice and still, lifting, lowering. Keep that nice wrap through the tummy. Imagine those hip bones drawing together and up towards the belly button. Keep that lovely core engagement. Keep that lovely length. So I'm imagining my crown, lengthening away from my tailbone. Good. Lift and lower the heels for 4. Good. 3. Lovely. 2. Good. And 1. Pulse the heels up and just do little pulses here. Good. If you're falling off the heels, if you find you're losing your balance, just drop the heels down. Scoot the belly button back. Think of your pelvic floor. Don't forget the pelvic floor. Imagine you're stopping that flow of water. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grow nice and tall. Stay nice and tall for me. Adjust the feet if you need to. Feet again, hip distance apart. Just take a deep breath in the center. As you exhale, just reach over to one side. Just get that nice stretch into the side body. Taking it back to center. Breath in the center, exhale, reach to the side. So we're just warming up here. Inhale, exhale, reach. Breath in, and I said, don't worry if you find I'm shouting, inhale and you're exhaling. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it too much. Just once you keep breathing, don't hold that breath. Good. We're going to reach over the last time as we reach, or just taking it back into center. So it should be nice and warmed up. I'm going to get you to come to the end of your mat so that your mat is out in front of you. I think you can see me here, lovely. So again, starting in that lovely position, we're going to roll down onto the mat. So stand nice and tall. Soften the knees, even pressure in both feet, arms down by your side, eye gaze straight ahead. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, drop your chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under. As we start to roll down, we're unstacking the spine. Good, reaching to the floor. When you're at the bottom, place the hands or the fingertips onto the mat. Allow the head to hang. Feel that stretch into the back of the legs, into the back of the body. Good. Take a deep breath in here, and then on your exhale, walk your hands out onto the mat and come down into an all fours position. So my knees are directly underneath my hips, and my hands are directly underneath my shoulders. Holding it here, we're going to stretch out with a nice cat-cow stretch. So tuck the tailbone under as my tummy lifts towards the ceiling, and I drop the head down. Breath in here, exhale, roll. Drop the tummy down as I tilt my tailbone and straight ahead. Inhale, exhale, rolling through. Drop the head down. Just do 2 more here. As we tuck the tailbone, belly button lifts, roll through again. Relax the shoulders, eye gaze ahead. The last one. Good, roll through. Excellent. When you're ready, come to a neutral spine. The spine is nice and straight. We're going to come down onto the forearms. So lay the forearms nice and long on your mat. Straight away, don't tuck that arch. Keep a neutral spine. Think of lengthening through the crown of the head, even pressure in both hands. Pressing my hands into the mat. My hands are about shoulder distance apart, trying to have the elbows stacked underneath the shoulders. When you're ready, we're going to float one knee. So we'll all do the right hand side. So we're all on the same time. So I'm going to float my right leg off the mat. I'm going to reach that heel away and then drag my knee in towards my chest, hovering the knee off the mat, and then reaching away. Dragging and reach. Maintain that nice neutral arch. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale as I reach my leg away long, and then exhale as I scoop my knee in. My knee covers off the mat, but I'm lifting my belly button to ceiling. Reach, tuck, reach, and tuck. Good. Squeeze your glutes as you lengthen the toes away. Imagine grabbing onto your toes and pulling. Then draw in. Scoop the belly button to ceiling as the knee draws in. Lengthen and in. Good. Don't allow those shoulders to creep up by the ears. Press them long down your back. Imagine your shoulder blades are melting down your back. Belly button lifts to ceiling as we drag in and reach for 4, 3, good, 2, last one, draw it in, reach away long, lengthen out. So I'm lovely line right from the crown of my head to my toes. I want you to bend that knee, keeping it up. Flex your foot, heel towards the ceiling. Deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, belly button lifts to ceiling and then pulse the heel up and lower. Heel lift and lower. Squeeze your glute for me as we lift. Don't forget that pelvic floor. Lift the pelvic floor. Good. Squeeze your glute. Heel reaches to ceiling. Lower the knee, lift. Lower the heel, lift. Last 4. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Lift the heel. Hold it up, little pulses. Up. Up. For 10. 9. 8. Squeeze your glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. My right heel is towards the ceiling. So if you've done the other side, what I want you to do is straighten your right arm. So I'm straightening my right arm. My left arm is still flat down on the mat. My right heel is towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. We're going to turn over to the side as I take my right knee towards my right elbow and then reach long. So you're actually getting that rotation. So I'm turning to my side, looking over towards my right-hand side, draw the right knee in, reach long. When you reach long, square off your body in line with the mat. So I'll do it this way so that you can see me. So my right arm is straight, my hand is flat down onto the mat, so I'm scooting to the side. Generally looking over at that knee as it draws in towards that right elbow, as I reach long, square on. Cross, reach. Good. And we're working the right hand side. I never know where right from my left, so that's why I'm always like, just do the side that I do. Good. Really strong and really cinch in your waist. Think of activating those obliques. I can do this way so that you can see. Good. Lengthen. Scoop. Reach. Last 5. 4. Good. 3. Lengthen. 2. Cinch in your waist. Last 1. Squeeze. Reach long. We're going to come onto both hands. So straighten out both arms for me. Readjust if you need to. Wrist directly onto your shoulders. Holding in here. Our leg is long, reaching behind. We're working the right hand side. We're going to do our rainbow taps. Tap your foot out to the right. Draw your rainbow. Take it to the left. Squeeze your waist as we go right. Tap the toes. Draw the rainbow. Tap left. You're really going to feel it into that left glute as we tap. Tap. Think of that core set, cinching in your waist. Last 5. Last 4. You can take your eye gaze towards your foot. So you get that little bit of movement into the upper body. 3. Tap. 2. Tap. 1. Tap. Take your foot back to the center. Hover it over. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Little press ups here, lengthening out that right leg. As I bend my elbows back, as if you want to touch your nose off the mat and press up. Just 3 more. Drop the elbows back and press. You don't have to take your nose all the way towards the mat. Just a little bend at the elbow. Imagine your elbows dropping back towards your hips. Good. Last one. Press up. Take both knees down. Sit the bum back into a nice child's pose. Get a lovely stretch into the glutes as we take the hands down onto the mat. Sinking into the mat. Deep breath in. Exhaling all the way out. Good. 1 more breath there in child's pose for me. Deep inhale. Good. And then we're exhaling all the way out. Are we surviving? Really good. We're going to stay on the right hand side. I'm going to come down onto side lines. So help yourself up out of child's pose. Come over to side line, and again, I'm going to work the right hand side. So coming over to lie down on your mat, side plank. We're going to lengthen out. My level 1s, you can bend that lower leg for me, so my heel drops back, and lengthen the top leg. My level 2s, we're going to have the feet stacked and keep both legs long. Elbow is directly underneath my shoulder. We're going to float the hand behind the head, drawing the elbow back so that we're nice and open into the chest. Don't slouch down in your upper body. Really strong in the upper body, lengthening through that arm as we're nice and supported. My level 1s, take a deep breath in as we lift up. You're lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, and then we're just coming down, tapping the waist and lift. My level 2s, or whatever you're feeling up to today, the legs are long as we lift and lower. Good. Little tap. When you come down, don't switch on. Stay active. Full body is engaged. And again, level 1s, that lower leg is bent, just so that you have that little bit of support. And as we lift up, collarbones open, stay nice and wide. Just tap the hip down and lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Last 5 and 4. Good. First 3. Draw the navel back. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold it up for me. Good. Level 2s are really long. Holding it up. Actually, that waist cinching in. Hold it for 4. 3, 2. Drop the waist down. Draw the knees in. Press yourself all the way up. Well done, we're going to come over onto the other side. So all fours, same, except now we're going to work the left side. I'll turn this way. So when you're ready, help yourself up out of that side and position. And we're going to come over and we're going to take our hands down into that looking up force position. Knees are hip distance apart. This time we're working the left side. So I think you can all see me on the camera now, so this side is good. Float the arms down, elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Don't stick the bum, tuck the tailbone a little bit so we get that nice length from the crown of the head. Be mindful to have even pressure in both hands as we press the hands into the mat. Take a deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, the belly button lifts to ceiling. We're floating that left knee off the mat, and then we're reaching the leg way long. You're controlling it in and reach. You're really going to want to open up into that left hip. Keep the hips nice and squared. Scoop the abdominals as the knee comes in, and then lengthen all the way out. Point the toe. Good. Scoop and lengthen. Draw in and reach. So we're working the left side. Good. And reach. Be really mindful now to have even pressure in both hands. Switch on your core so we're nice and stable. As my knee comes in, it's hovering over the mat, and then I'm lengthening out. Squeeze your glute as we reach. The last 5. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Lengthen all the way out. Hold that lovely long position from the crown of the head to my toe. Then we're bending the knee, flexing the foot, heel towards the ceiling as we lower the knee and lift. Drop. Good. Squeeze the glute. And lift. Drop. Lift. Keep the foot flexed. Keep the hips squared down towards the mat. Don't open up into that left side just yet. Good. Don't take the tension into the neck and the shoulders. Keep the shoulders melting away from the ears. Good. Lower, lift. Heel to ceiling. Last 5. 4. Almost there for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it up. Heel to ceiling, little pulses up for 10. 9, 8. Stabilize the pelvis. Good. 5, 4. Pulse up. 2, 1. Hold it all the way up. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to straighten the left arm. My right arm stays flat on the mat, I should say. And then we're turning to side as we draw that knee towards the elbow. As I reach long, I'm taking my eye gaze down onto the mat. Scoop. Take your eye gaze towards your knee. Lengthen. Good. So we're opening up through that left side. Lengthening all the way out. My left arm is nice and straight, so my hand is down on the mat. My arm is nice and long and straight. Keeping the right forearm flat. Good. Lengthen. I'm going to face you just so you can see. So I have one forearm bent, and then my left is long, but I'm scooping and lengthening. Draw, reach. Take your eye gaze towards the knee as we draw in. Straighten up, square off our things, and take it back. Good. And be mindful, don't take all the weight into that right forearm. Good. Distribute the weight evenly as we tuck and reach. Last 5 here. My right forearm stays glued to the mat. Last 4. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. Good. Last 1. Draw it in. Lengthen all the way out. We're going to take both hands onto the mat. So we're coming into that all fours position. My hands are pressing into the mat. My arms are long. Holding it there, we're going to do our tap. So tap your foot, draw that rainbow, and then take it to the floor. So tap and tap. Good. So tap and tap. Good. Taking your eye gaze towards your foot. And you can flex the foot here. So you can reach long with the heel. Or drawing that rainbow or that half circle. Tap to one side. Reach. Reach. Don't allow that doming in the tummy for me. Lift belly up to ceiling. Good. That left or right glute this time is working in overdrive. Tap. Last 4, 3, 2. Good. Last 1. Take it back to center. We're nice and center. My left leg is still long. My hands are pressing into the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the belly button to the ceiling. Inhale here. As I exhale, bend the elbows as if you want to really touch your elbows off the mat. Cover the nose off the mat and power up. It's like a little press up here, working the upper body. For 3 more. Press. For 2. Press. Last 1. Press. Take the knees down. This time take the knees wide for me. Toes together. Sink the bum back into your nice child pose. And allow the tummy to drop down towards the mat. Lengthen through the fingertips on the mat. Feel that opening into the underarm. Feel that opening into your adductors or the inside of the legs. Inhale to prepare and then exhale. Just sink down into that child's pose position. Relax the body. Good. Inhaling again. And exhaling out. Beautiful. Slowly help yourself up onto all 4s. And then just help yourself down onto your side again. So do your other side. I was lying down on my right side. And now I'm doing my left. So my left side is lying down on the mat. Positioning. My level 2s. Lengthen nice and long. You can stack the feet on top of each other or prop the lower leg in front of that upper leg. My level 1s or ankles just feeling not up to it today, which is totally understandable. We are bending that lower leg and the top leg lengthens all the way out. You're taking that hand just behind the head. Don't pull on the head. It's just there to give that lovely opening into the chest as we draw the elbow back. And nearly think of pressing your head into your hands rather than using the hands to pull the head forward. My collarbones are nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. Good. Using that exhale, scoop the belly button. So engage that core. Don't move the muscle until you're nice and engaged. And then lift the hips up. Good. When you come down, don't switch off. Tap your hips and lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Keeping that elbow drawn back. So it's like you're in between 2 panes of glass. My level 2s, we're nice and long. We're lifting up and we're just tapping the hip and lift. Tap. Last 4. 3. Good. Last 2. Almost there. The last one. I want you to hold it for the last one. Stay nice and strong. Cinch in that waist. Inhaling and exhaling. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and sink down. Gorgeous. Place your hands down. Just help yourself over onto your back for me. Okay, so relax down onto the mat. I know when I do Instagram lives, the ringing does cut in, but hopefully not in this. But anyway, not to worry. So relax down your mat. You got a little bit of a breather there. So relax the shoulders. I'll let you go back again. Not to worry. So relax up and down. We're going to do a little bit of glute bridging, okay? So just to get that little bit of a stretch into the front of the body, you're going to need to relax down on the mat. Think of your posture here. So we're always working in neutral. So you want that little bit of a gap between the lower back and the mat. You're going to reach your hands down beside the body. Drop the chin to the chest. So you feel that will be lengthened to the back of the neck. And you can use the hands here to assist you on the way up. Starting neutral. So if you can't feel it, just roll the pelvis, imprint the lower back, and then just roll. So imagine you have a marble on your belly button. Make sure that marble is just sitting on your belly. Or that blueberry that I always talk about underneath the lower back. Don't squash the blueberry. Bring the heels a little closer towards the sit bones. Don't take them out too far. So a little closer towards the sit bones, more than you regularly or usually would. Take a deep breath in. Good. Using your exhale, I'm drawing my navel to spine. As I roll now we're going to squash that blueberry. We're pressing the lower back into the mat. I'm tucking my tailbone. I'm lifting my tailbone up as I roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Keep the chin dropping a little bit towards the chest. When you're up top, squeeze your glutes. Imagine you're reaching your knees long. Be mindful to press both hands into the mat. Think of your rib cage. How is your rib cage positioned? Don't allow it to flare from you. Keep the rib cage knitted together, squeezing on the glutes and just holding it there. Good. We're going to roll down. Create space between each vertebrae. So inhale at the top. Using your exhale as I slowly roll down. Upper back, middle back, pressing the lower back into the mat and then rolling into neutral. The marble is in our belly button. We're inhaling. We're exhaling to squash that bluebird, pressing the lower back into the mat. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the knees away. Squeeze the glutes. Holding it here, take a deep breath in. Then using your exhale, we're going to start with the right again. So float the right foot up towards the ceiling. Try and straighten the leg if you can. Squeeze on that left glute. Keep the hips nice and squared here as well, pressing the hands into the mat. If you find you're tight in the hamstring, soften that knee a little bit. Holding it there, take a deep breath in, and then slowly lower that long leg towards the floor, and then take it to ceiling. So lift and lower with that left. Squeezing into that left glute. Or sorry, we're lifting and lower the right, I should say. I'm right when I say I don't know my left or right. Good, my right leg is long. Lift and lower for 3. Good, 2, and 1. Take the foot to the ceiling. Take both feet down. Stay up in your bridge. Readjust yourself. Square off the hips. Squeeze both glutes. Now we're taking more tension into that left or that right side. Squeeze that right glute as I float my left foot towards the ceiling. Point the toe. Inhale. Square off the hips as we lift and lower that long leg. If you're too tight in the hamstrings, soften the knee a little bit for me. Lift and lower. Square off the hips. Last 5, 4, good, 3, 2, the last 1. Both feet down. Squeeze the glutes. Stay up for me. Stay up in that bridge. Reach the fingertips along on the mat. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we're coming straight down. Tap the tailbone and straight up. Squeeze the glutes. Tap, lift. Tap and lift. When you're up top, squeeze the glutes. Tailbone taps, lift, inhale, exhale. Last 4. Good. 3, lift. 2, last 1, all the way down, come all the way up. Stay up for me. Deep breath in at the top, and then slowly as you exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Upper back, middle, imprint that lower back, roll into neutral. Really, really nice. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to come over and do a little bit of core work now. So I want you to lift the head and shoulders up. Take the hands, interlock the fingers in around the back of the head, and just take the head down onto your mat. My elbows are nice and wide. Here I'm in neutral because I'm relaxed down. Anyone with maybe lower back issues, feel free to roll the pelvis so that the lower back is imprinted. If you want that challenge today with me, challenge yourself and work in neutral. Once we lift the knees, you're going to roll into imprint anyway, but if you want that little bit more support, imprint straight away. My elbows are nice and wide. We're just going to march the feet. Inhale in your center. As I exhale, I'm marching my left knee in towards my chest, and then I'm taking my right underarm towards that knee, taking it all the way down in the center. Go to the other side. I'm marching that right and taking that left underarm and center. Inhale at the bottom, exhale as you cross. I'm saying take that underarm rather than your elbow to me. Because when you think of reaching and taking the underarm, you get more of a lift. So you're really lifting the shoulder blade up off the mat rather than just kind of crisscrossing. So you're getting that lift with the shoulder blades on the mat. So keep marching here for me as you cross and take the foot down. So you're marching the feet. We're getting that nice rotation in the waist, activating the obliques. Inhale, exhale. Good, just warming up the abs. You know, for some of you, this might really activate the abs. You might be finding it's burning already. Good, cross, center. Last 4. Really strong for 3. Good. 2. And 1. Take it back to center. Deep breath in the center. Using your exhale, we're going to float the knees up into tabletop. So tabletop, knees stacked over the hips. My hands are still interlinked around the back of the head. If you can, work in neutral. If not, roll the knees closer towards the chest. Imprint the lower back. Go whatever feels good for you tonight. Inhale here. As I exhale, we're going to do this single leg stretch. So I'm going to get you to lift the head and shoulders up. Good. Press that lower back into the mat. My hands stay behind the head. Don't pull on the head and the neck. Just allow the head to sit in the hands. As I cross, taking my underarm towards the knee again, I'm reaching the other leg long and then switching, cross and reach. So very similar to the move before. So we're adding in that single leg stretch. As I cross, take my underarm to knee, reach the other leg away. Switch, switch. Last 10. Good. And lengthen. Take that underarm towards the knee, reach the other heel away. Last 5, 4, reach, 2, good, and 1. Stay here, holding it. I want you to take the knee that's close towards the chest, lengthen that leg out. Take the hands from behind the head, grab onto the back of the knee or the ankle. We're going into our long scissors, so lengthening out. If you can hold on to the knee, do it. You can take the ankle all the way up. Keep your eye gaze in the center. Relax the shoulders. Breath in. As I exhale, switch. Pull that leg in towards the chest and switch. Good. Lifting those shoulder blades up and switch. Good. Core will fire. Looking down at the belly button. Press that lower back into the mat. Good. Switch. Speed it up if you want. But think of your control. My pelvis is really stable on the mat. Pressing the lower back into the mat. Eye gaze down at the belly button or on the toes and stay lower towards the mat. Good. Lift a little higher for 8. Good. Last 3. Good. 2 and 1. Bend the knees in towards the chest. Keep the head up. Relax the shoulders. We're coming into our double leg stretch. If my level 1s need to take a break, take the head down. Level 2s, reach the hands, reach the legs away. We're circling the hands around. Pull the knees into the chest. Breath in here. Exhale, reach, circle. My level 1s, feel free to keep the head down. Take the hands and legs towards the ceiling. Circle the arms, draw the knees in. Reach long, circle, draw in. Good. My level 2s, go for last 5. Reach, circle. Last 3. Good. For 2. Last 1. Circle. Drop the head down, knees in towards the chest, and just rock the pelvis from side to side. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, and just allow the body to sink into the mat for me. Good. Control. Inhaling and exhale. Well done. Not easy. I'm going to slowly get you to roll over onto your side. Press yourself up or just flip yourself over onto your tummy. I'm just going to do a nice little bit of rotation. I don't think I've done this with any of you before, but it's a really nice one. So we're going to do our swan dive prep. We're going to add a little bit of rotation into the upper body. So I want you to relax down onto the mat. My tummy is down onto the mat. My hands are reaching straight in front and my toes are lengthening out. Like you can see my toes there, but my toes are flat on the mat. My feet about hip distance apart. Take your eye gaze down onto the mat. And just allow the body to switch off here for a second. Just become aware of your body. Does it feel quite heavy? Do the hips feel heavy? The shoulders, and relax the shoulders. And again, as always, those shoulder blades are melting down for energies right into those back pockets. Holding it here, take a deep breath in through the nose. Using your exhale, I want you to squeeze your glutes, press your pubic bone into the mat, and then I want you to slide your hands back towards you. My fingertips are around my cheekbones, and my elbows are nicely bent by my side. So just like that press up position that we were doing earlier. Take a deep breath in. I get that part. Good. Exhale, squeeze the glutes again. Lift your belly button up off the mat. So imagine that blueberry underneath the belly button. And now I want you to slowly press yourself up into a nice stretch. Taking your time. Don't feel like you have to come all the way up. If you lift just the lower rib off the mat, do that. Or you can take the hands a little bit more out in front. Just get that nice lift. Stretch into the lower lumbar spine. And just take the eye gaze ahead for me. Good. Relax the shoulders. Lift the belly button up off the mat. Think of lengthening through the toes. So my feet are pressed down on the mat, but I'm thinking of lengthening through the toes. Good. Holding it here. I want you to take a deep breath in. On your exhale, take all your body weight into your left hand. Then I want you to float your right hand up towards the ceiling, reaching all the way behind. Good. Taking it forward again. Both hands down on the mat. Take all your body weight into the left hand. As I reach my right hand up and rotate. So you're drawing a half circle with the hand. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. Reaching the fingertips. Lengthen. Circling the arm behind. Taking it out in front. Last one. Inhale. Reach the hand out in front. Circling. Taking it all the way out in front. Good. Breath in here. Little exhale as we release ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Release that tension to the lower back. Switch off the glutes. Good. Take the hands out in front again. Eye gaze down on the mat. Lengthen through the tippy toes and the fingertips. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Feet are hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in. We're going to come into swimming as we squeeze the glutes again, pressing the pubic bone into the mat. We're just floating the hands and the legs up off the mat. Holding it here, you can start pulsing. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Good. Lift the belly button up. Reach the fingertips. My level ones, if that's too much today, just float opposite hand, opposite leg up and release down into the mat. And then again, lifting my right foot, left hand. My eye gaze stays down on the mat. Good. And again, if you're feeling up to it, float up, taking the hands up, the feet up, and then little pulses. Last 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink into the mat for me. Deep inhale, using your exhale, just to allow yourself to release any tension in the body and press yourself into the mat. Switch everything off. Good. Take your hands by your sides, press yourself up. And we're going to keep the legs out in front. So come over to sit down on the mat, taking the legs out in front. I'm going to turn to face you guys so that you can see me. And we're going to do our saw. So the saw, if you find you're tight in the hamstrings, you can just bend the knees a little bit just to release that tension into the back of the legs. If you can, draw the toes back towards you and sit up nice and tall. If you find you're slouching over, especially all of us are working from laptops now at home, if you're slouching over like this, and if you find that you can't keep that, I suppose, propped up neutral position, roll your mat. Give it a good couple of rolls over, and then sit on the edge of the mat, and then that will allow you to push yourself forward so that we're in that lovely neutral position. Or you can sit on a yoga block, or you can sit on a hook, and just allow yourself to roll forward. So we're sitting up tall on this one. Imagine I have a piece of string and I'm drawing you up towards the ceiling, so lengthening the crown of the head. My eye gaze is straight ahead. I'm just floating the hands out either side. Remember, relax the shoulders. Don't bring them up by the ears for me. Draw the toes back towards you if you can. Breath in the center. Think of the hip bones glued forward and just think of rotating through your waist. And then you're going to take your hand down towards. So take opposite hand to opposite foot. As I reach it all the way down, hinging forward. That back hand, it's idle. Press it up towards the ceiling. So I'm reaching my left hand towards my right ankle. That right hand, palm up towards the ceiling, lift up for me, and just float back into the center. Inhale in the center, exhale, rotate to the opposite side. Good. This time I'm taking my right hand, reaching it towards my left ankle, hinging forward, dropping myself over that leg. My left hand is idle backward. Press that left hand, palm up towards the ceiling. Good, floating into the center. So it's generally like you want to chop off your ankle. Or take baby finger to baby toes. Hinge forward, that backhand, press up towards the ceiling, floating into the center. Really think of the sit bones staying glued to the mat. Think of the hips staying forward. It's that ringing of the waist. And then we hinge forward, taking baby finger to baby toe, float in the center. Draw the toes back towards you. Hands hinge. Inhale in the center, exhale. Look at that lovely movement through the waist for me. Think of wringing out like a T-towel. Waist is wringing. Good. Center, rotate, reach. Good. Last set. Inhale, use that exhale as I rotate. Take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush it. Slow control is always good. Last one. Reach, hinging over. Backhand lifts up nice and high. And taking it all the way back into the center. Really, really nice. We're going to cross both legs over. We're going to do another little bit of rotation into the waist. And again, sit bones glued for me. We're going to take our hands down on our knees in front, cross the legs in front, up nice and tall on those sit bones. You can stay on your block or on the edge of the mat. I'm going to get you to float your right hand all the way behind you. So reaching it up towards the ceiling, taking it behind. Good. Holding it here. My eye gaze is straight in front. Take a deep breath in. On my exhale, I'm taking my left hand onto my right knee, and then I'm rotating the waist, looking over my shoulder. Think of growing taller as you rotate. Feel that movement into the waist. Hips are staying forward, sit bones glued to the mat. Take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, try to rotate a little bit further. And then release back to center. Good, back to the center. Floating my hand behind me. My left hand reaches all the way behind. Take a deep breath in the center. As I take my right hand onto my left knee, and then I'm rotating, looking over that left shoulder. It's that ringing in the waist again. Good, but grow taller as you reach and rotate. Hold it there. Take a breath in. Exhale, try and go even half a centimeter forward. Release to center. One more either side as I take my hand behind. Good, arm crosses the body. Breath in the center. Exhale as we rotate. Bring that waist from you. Eye gaze over the shoulder. Take a deep inhale. Use your exhale to rotate that tiny little further. And take it back to center. Last one. Reaching behind me. Arm across body. Breath in, exhale. Lovely. Relax the shoulders. Breath in. Use that exhale to go a tiny little bit further. Half a centimeter. Good control. And then release all the way back to center. Really nice. Keeping the legs nice and crossed. We're just going to float the hands up towards the ceiling. My palms are facing towards each other. My shoulders stay relaxed. Take a deep breath in. As I exhale, hinge forward, taking the palms down onto the floor in front, and just allow the head to sink down towards the floor of the mat. Feel that stretch into the glute. Deep breath in, and then on your exhale, try and walk the hands a little bit further away from you. Good, and then slowly. Deep breath in, draw the belly button to spine as we hinge up. Breath in, exhale, hinge forward. Good, hands down. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and then exhale to walk the hands further. Sink into the stretch. Feel that stretch into the glutes. Deep breath in. Draw the navel to spine as we hinge up. Core is going to pull you all the way up. We're going to swap the legs over. So swap them over. Take your other foot out in front. Eye gaze towards the camera or straight in front. Inhale as the hands flow towards the ceiling, hands facing towards each other. And then exhale as we hinge over. Drop the hands down onto the floor. Allow the shoulders to relax. Breath in here. Use the exhale as we walk the hands way further. Sink into the stretching. Allow the head to hang. Take a deep breath in. Draw the navel to spine as we hinge up. The core is going to pull us up, so it's nice and tall again. Deep breath in, last one as we hinge forward. My hands come down onto the floor in front of me. My head relaxed. Take that breath in as we walk the hands, crawling away. Feel the stretch into the glutes. Feel that opening into the ribcage. Take a deep breath in, draw the navel to spine as we hinge all the way up. as we grow nice and tall. Good. Floating the hands down either side. The foot that's out in front, wrap that around behind you. We're going to do our mermaid stretch. So we're in our nice pretzel position, as I like to call it. Heel in front towards my pubic bone, and then driving that other heel behind by my glute. Sit bones are glued to the mat as always. Float the hands out, about shoulder height. Eye gaze ahead. Think of your posture. Lengthen, that internal lengthening of the spine. Breath in the center. Exhale as we take our hand down onto the mat, reaching over, lengthening through that top hand. Get that opening into the side. Keep those sit bones if you can. Just power back into center. Breath in, exhale, take it to the side. Lengthening through the fingertips. Good. We'll do one more either side, and then we'll swap the legs again. Good. Really enjoy that stretch. That opening into the ribs. And this, my hand that's down onto the floor, I'm not allowing my head to rest on the shoulder. Melt it down. Good. Center, last one, and then we'll just swap the legs out. Good. Really nice. Enjoy the stretch. Good. Float back into center. Just swap the legs for me. So spin them around, taking the other heel in. And you might find maybe on this side you're really struggling to get that glute, to get both sit bones down. That's okay, just working it. Maybe take note. Maybe see the next day if you find that you are a little bit closer to having sit bones glued to the mat. Hands float out. Relax those shoulders for me. Breath in the center. Lovely exhale as we come into that lovely mermaid stretch. Imagine you're in between two panes of glass. I'm not leaning forward. I'm not leaning back. Lovely and stacked. Take it into the center. Inhale in the center. Exhale. And reach. Good. That lovely opening into the waist. Good. Center. Just enjoy the stretch. Lengthening through my fingertips. Good. Floating into the center. Last one. Breath in. Use that exhale. Keep those sit bones glued to the mat if you can. Don't worry if you can't. Good, and then slowly floating all the way back into the center. Really, really nice. I'm going to get you to kick both legs off to the side. Help yourself up to standing. So tuck the toes, and just roll yourself up. Come up to standing for me. We're going to do a little finisher. So I'm going to do our lovely Pilates press up. So I'm going to get you to come to the end of your mat. Grab a drink of water if you need to. Come to the end of the mat. Pilates press up. You can go whatever level you want. I'm not going to make us do 50 reps of full press ups. And it's a really nice one because it introduces roll down as well, which is one I absolutely adore. So come to the end of your mat. You want the mat in front of you so that we can roll down and walk out like we did at the start of class. So your feet are hip distance apart. Your shoulders are nice and relaxed. The knees are soft. Inhale at the top for me. And then on your exhale, I want you to drop your chin to your chest. And just start to roll down. We're unstacking the spine. I want you to soften the knees as you reach for the floor. Taking my hands down onto the mat, I'm walking my hands out onto the mat. Level ones, come into your all fours position. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Bend the elbows back. Cover the nose and press up. My level twos, you're going to stay in your plank position. So you're going to tuck the toes. We're going to bend the elbows, press up. Keep the legs straight as you take the bum towards the ceiling and walk the hands back. All the way back to me. Roll up, roll nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Chin to chest. Good. Rolling down. And really relax into it. Don't feel that you need to rush and go down. This isn't about getting like 50 press-ups in. Feel the stretch into the back of the leg as we walk the hands out. Good. Taking the hands down. My level ones coming to that lovely box press up. So my knees are directly underneath my hips. And just bend the elbows back. As if you want to touch the nose off the mat, press up, tuck your heels, bum to ceiling and walk back. Feel that lovely length into the back of the legs. Allow the head to hang and slowly roll up. Gorgeous. Enjoy the roll up part. Inhale, exhale, drop the chin to the chest. My level ones, we're coming into that box position. My level twos, you're walking all the way out into full plank. You're holding it. You're really strong now. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen your heels. Lift the belly button to ceiling. And then you can bend the elbow, press up, bum to ceiling as we walk the hands back. My legs stay a little bit straight as I walk back into that lovely downward position and hang there. Feel that stretch into the back of the body. Inhale, exhale as we roll up. Lovely. We're going to do two more. Inhale, exhale, shifts. You're probably like, no, okay, that one's two more. Just enjoy the roll up part. Prepare for the horrible press up. Level 2's full plank. Hold it. Squeeze your glutes, lock everything in. Don't allow the hips to sink. Stay really strong as you bend the elbows, power up, and walk back. Bum to ceiling, tailbone to ceiling. Good. Hang the head with the back. Feel that stretch into the back of the legs. Breath in, exhale, roll up. Good. We're coming to our last one. Inhale, exhale, into chest. And if you're down in your plank, if you're going at a slower pace than me, that's okay too. Or than I am, I should say. My level 1's coming to your box position. Knees underneath your hips. Deep breath in. Exhale. Keep that flat back as I cover my nose down to the mat. Press up. Tuck the toes. Lift the tailbone up. Walk the hands all the way back. Good. Allow the head to hang. Deep breath in. Exhale. Roll up. Good. Next one, we're not going to do a press up. We're going to do a nice high step. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Drop the chin step. Start to unstack the spine as you roll down. Soften the knees. Take a deep breath in. Walk the hands out. Take the hands flat onto the mat. Take the feet a little bit wider. Take them as wide. I'll jump more so you can see me. Take them as wide as your mat is. And then I want you to just sink the bum back and then drop your feet into the mat. Allow the head to just hang, pressing the hands into the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sink the bum back, drop the heels down into the mat. Just hold it there for 3, good, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. Nice exhale as you walk the hands back. The legs will be nice and wide. The feet will be wide. I want you to sink down into the stretch. Imagine you want to nearly touch the crown of the head off the mat. Your tailbone is pressing back. It's nearly like your chest is trying to glue towards your knees. Sink the bum back. Place the hands down into the mat. Soften the head for me. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your tummy in towards your thighs. Relax the shoulders. Good. Allow the head to hang, switch off. Take a deep breath in. Exhale a little bit more. Just hold it there. Allow the head to feel heavy. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, a little draw back up the tummies. Inhale. Exhale as you roll up again. Good. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Restacking the spine. Shoulders nicely stacked over the hips. Gorgeous. Come up to stand nice and tall. Inhale in the center. As you exhale, just grab onto the side of the head and just drop your ear over towards your shoulder. Keep both shoulders nice and relaxed. Get that lovely stretch into your trapezius muscle. That links in with the lower back, so it's a really nice one. And again, don't pull on the head. It's just a really soft movement. Release the hand, then just slowly lift the head back into center. Breath in. Again, taking the opposite hand, reaching it over, just placing it on the side of the head. Breath in the center. Lovely exhale as you just drop your ear over towards that shoulder. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Good, one more either side. Release to the center and really slowly take the head back to the center. Breath in, little exhale as we just drop our ear over towards the shoulders. Our shoulders stay lovely and relaxed. Good. Release back to center. Last one for me. Inhale. Use that exhale as we just sink. Good. Relax into it. Breath in here. Use your exhale just to sink a little further. With that ear down towards the shoulder. Really slowly release the hand, take the head back to center. We're going to take the feet nice and wide. Last stretch. I want you to swing the arms down towards the floor. You're going to stick the bum back, drop the head, and then we're going to float the arms up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, exhale, swing the arms and lift. Good. Last one. Exhale, swing the arms down, stick the bum back. Good. And reach up, come down. Last one, I want you to reach up to the ceiling, interlock your fingers, palms towards the ceiling, hips forward, hands back, little head drop back, stretch out, and release. And well done. Really good. You all survived. Thanks for joining me. And well done, everyone. Really good.
Thanks, Kim.
You're so welcome. Well done.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kim.
Well done.